The shit that make your soul burn slow. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Oh,
you know what? You're like Dame Dash now. And honestly, that's my goal, to make you YouTube's Dame Dash. How can I put it? Just to simply pull it out there. I still get people that ask me, why did you leave the other channel, T Street? And I say, listen, the reason why I left is because I was lied to in my face. Also, you, Don, you're a liar, you're a manipulator, and I'm going to make sure that you do nothing but fail in everything you tried to do on YouTube. So I asked myself, when it comes to wrestling, when it comes to UFC, you have yet to master that, but then now you cover boxing. I say this, listen, during my drunken days, I used to talk about genuine feelings on the way I genuinely felt on Mayweather versus Pacquiao. A drunk man tells no tales. But now you have a person who is exploiting the foundation that I built. Good foundation or not. Exploiting it by, oh, Mayweather's a bitch and he's scared and he's tired. I mean, and he should retire. And what do you see? You see alcohol in the background. You're being manipulated. You're being used. But guess what? I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the person behind all that. I'm here to talk about the person who told me in my face, during the toughest time of my life, that YouTube was only paying us 30%. He told me that YouTube was taking 70% of the work that I had done. And I looked at him and I'm thinking to myself, okay, all right. Is he for real? Is this I'm thinking in my head, like, is this a joke? So how can I come on here on YouTube talking about I'm my own boss when I got a guy who's, I would say honestly, to be perfectly honest with you, of the money that's been generated from ETA for YouTube, I've probably seen literally about maybe 10% of that money. I didn't start getting paid until, and that's because I said, you know what, yo, you got to start giving up some of that money, because I got females. My chick's like, like, are you doing this for fun? Where's the money going? And when I'm bringing certain situations like this up to him as a friend, I'm talking like, yeah, this bitch is talking about yada, yada, yada. He's talking, just tell her this and that. But at the same time, I knew that you needed the money. It was never a time when I didn't know how much money was coming in. Listen, I downloaded all the records. I have everything. When I say everything, listen, you know me. I have everything. So when I look at who was really pulling in the traffic on that channel, of course I never talked about it, because, I'm being a humble guy I am. And I've always believed that there's no I in team. I never, it was always us and we're doing this and we, and, it wasn't ever no I. But one day I remember a situation came up where he was talking about how, do you know what I've done for you? And I'm thinking to myself, yo, that's how you can tell when somebody's getting too big for their britches. I'm thinking like, yo, is he really serious? So me, I'm still keeping it all because I'm very observant. I pay attention to everything. But at that point in time, I guess maybe he thought I was autistic or something. I guess maybe he thought I was still drinking or I wasn't thinking the same. I don't know. But push come to shove, that man has made a lot of money off of me. He's still continuing to make money off of me. How much, I don't know, but it's the fact that he's making money off of me. He has not paid me since, after I left, I thought we had an agreement. I would get a certain percentage from there on out. He stopped paying me in, I believe it was September. So, and the thing is, he sent it like certified to the point where I had to sign for the shit. So I haven't received the payment since. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you goddamn dumbass. Now there's a paper trail now. So therefore, if I take your nut ass to court, it's like, yo, and you think I'm going to continue to allow you to keep making videos on what? Listen, you're the recreation and leisure management guy. I'm the business guy. I'm the one who, listen to me. You're not going to get over on me. I've been sending you messages. Yes, they have been threats, and they've been legitimate threats saying if you don't do this, then you're not going to have my videos keep generating profit on that channel. What would that channel look like if all my videos were gone from there? Every video I appeared in, what would that channel look like? You'll see a bunch of wrestling, world news, and UFC, you know, and some boxing, of course, but then you'll see a gap. You'll see this guy talking about the boxing now where he just hates Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather's this and that, and all kind of bitches and everything, and then you'll see the other guy who Floyd Mayweather beats Pacquiao. You like, what I'm saying to you is this. Ladies and gentlemen, he's doing it for the money. He's got a brand new car almost. You could say, okay, about 2-3 years old. He's got a house, right? He's got student loans, and he's in debt with the IRS. Don't you know that this man, now listen, and listen to you watching the video, the reason why I'm spewing all this is because literally I lost all respect I had for you. All. You mean nothing to me. If I seen you in the streets, I will walk by you, because if there's anybody you should not have crossed, anybody you should not have never crossed me. Never. When you lied to me in my face and said, you know, what did you say? I'm not obligated. You were sitting like, you know, not too far from when I'm sitting right now. And I said, well, show me how much money's coming in. You said, quote, unquote, I'm not obligated to do so. I said, okay, oh yeah. All that time, I knew I could just leave you and go on my own. And let me put it this way. I don't want to bring other entities into this, but put it this way. When it comes to all the major boxing websites, all the major boxing YouTube channels, I could have been there. I would have been the perfect ingredient to some of those channels. You know, the ones that get the interviews and they go here and here and here. Because all I got to do is, to make everything pop, is cover every single major fight live. I don't have to do all that field work and all that shit. And that's maybe why it doesn't call me. People say, you need to do more interviews. You need to do more of this and that. And I think, well, realistically, I can get 100,000 views sitting on my old ass fucking love seat. You know, and that's not being cocky. Let's just keep it real. I have no interest in going into the field, but I know I have to do it for you guys. So the whole time I knew, I'm thinking to myself, how does he view me? Do he think that I'm like weak? Or does he not know that I assess shit and I observe everything? Do he think I don't know what's going on? This whole time, this whole year, I knew I can leave anytime I want and I can do it on my own. But does he think I can do it on my own? All this right here, even though I'm associated with Real Combat Media and I'm very grateful because they helped me, without them, I wouldn't be able to get to that event. I'm going to be honest with you. Or I would have been able to get there, but it would have been a whole lot more difficult. But as far as YouTube, this shit is all completely 100% me. So I know how much money is missing. I know the money that you need. So that's why when I see these Pacquiao videos and everything, you know, and Mayweather Pacquiao, then I see you covering UFC to John Jones, and I'm seeing, okay, all right, you have a video that's Pacquiao, it'd be like 1,000 views in like 8 hours or so. But then it's like you'll have a John Jones or an Undertaker video, like 200 views in the same amount of time. And I'm thinking to myself, your channel was ass fucking backwards. And it's like, when I listen to this shit, I know you be lying. I know you're lying. Because I'm thinking, oh, really? I used to talk to this guy sometimes every day for like hours about Pacquiao and Mayweather, the shit that I've learned and how I'm learning. Like, yo, this person really knows what's going on in this. I reached out to this person in this gym and yada, yada. But the thing is, I know that you're lying. I look at it like this. We have mutual friends, or what I thought were mutual friends. Everybody knows what's going on. I wouldn't have done this video if I didn't take, you know, certain precautions, because I don't trust anybody anymore. Because when I got a stalker baby mother, you know, a baby mom out there, and then when I got a guy like you who's a liar, you know, I got to be careful of everybody. And, you know, I know he's going to try to twist this around and everything like this, but realistically, remember, I left that channel. He did a video, had nothing good to say about me. I mean, nothing good. All he had to do was say, well, all he could do was say good about me. You know why? It's because he tried to fuck me. That's why I was able to leave, you know, just the way I did. Because it's like, yo, you really... Like I said, when you got a car note, you got a mortgage, when you got all those student loans, you know, when the IRS is breathing down your back, because listen, when it comes to YouTube, they don't take the taxes out of your check. So if you're gonna be a nut ass dude, you know, and not pay your taxes, you know, like, listen, that shit starts adding up. We started making real money around Mayweather versus Canelo. I did a video on Mayweather versus Canelo. The channel was shut. Okay, put it this way: within 16 hours, my Mayweather versus Canelo post-fight result video had something like 167,000 views. We were shut down for 2 weeks. Why? Because people kept flagging us, basically saying, how are these guys getting all these views? They must be doing something illegal. So they audited all our channel at that point in time, went through all our videos, checked to make sure we wasn't doing nothing wrong. Our channel was back within 2 weeks. But after that, I was bringing in major money. Just so happened, that's when I had cleaned up my life. I went to rehab in August, you know, and then once I got out, I said, I'm not working for nobody else anymore. You know, I'm going to go on there and I'm going to fucking start doing videos. And I'm going to make sure I take YouTube. I told you guys that shit years ago and people thought I was joking. I said, I'm going to take YouTube. So despite what you think of me right now, YouTube belongs to me. I'm not, listen, you could say, well, this person has more subs than you. This person has more views than you. Listen, nobody can do it like me. And the fact that I'm working under duress and the fact that I'm working, you know, at like probably 20% capacity. There's so much shit I got, like electronics, and I got a flat screen I could be hanging on the wall. There's so much shit I got that I'm not using. What? I'm going to bury you in 2015. I'm going to bury you. Your channel's not going to mean shit. But as far as I'm concerned, you are not going to have not one of my videos up there and I not get paid for it. I don't care if it's 20 cents. I want my money. So you think I'm a joke. You've been thinking I'm a joke for this long. I'm letting you know right here, right now. Listen, 2015 is a new year. I'm not a joke. I'm high off a fucking 1 liter, 1.5 liter Pepsi. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to get my money. You are not going to cover boxing on YouTube and me not get paid for it. Simple as that. You can take me as a joke right now. I swear to you, take me as a joke right now. I know I can have that channel shut down today if I felt. Don't take that as a threat. Take that as reality. Stop trying to play me. You're not on my level. You are not on my level. You are not on my level. Stop trying to play me. T Street Controversy. T Street Controversy Live. Oh, by the way, I know how you work. I know what you're probably going to do. I'm not going to say because I'm going to, you know, I don't want to give you ideas, but I'm prepared for all that shit. When I say everything, I'm prepared for everything you could possibly throw at me. To the others, please subscribe. Happy New Year.